Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and hope you're having a great day. Good morning to you. Welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. It is 6:12 a.m. We are northbound on the Garden State Parkway right now with some heavy traffic going to New York City. It's just about the morning rush hour, but I'm trying to get in a 165 to 170 mile MPG run that we normally do. We haven't done one with the new 1794 TRD yet, so today is going to be the day for that. Now, hopefully, when we get off the parkway and start heading west out toward Pocono like we normally do, the traffic won't be so bad. I think I beat the bulk of the traffic by leaving at 6 a.m., but we shall see. We are cruising along. I reset my MPG clock, so I'll keep you updated along the way before we get to the gas pump up there in Pocono. Like I said, about 170 miles away. I'm kind of excited about this one. This is truck number 9 that has done this trip, that has done this exact pump-to-pump run. I want to see where this one falls in. It's the first time doing the new generation I-Force engine, the non-hybrid, that's a Crew Max cab. We did the 2023 SR5 double cab, and that's actually number 1 of all of the trucks when it comes to the best MPG number I could get. So we'll see where this one slides in at. The truck is very new. The engine isn't completely broken in yet. Right now I have 1,637 miles on the truck, so we'll see along the way how the MPG changes. It is still dark outside. The sun is not up yet, so you're seeing that view outside of the windshield and the big infotainment screen. As you could see, it is not distracting. Some people ask that all the time that haven't been in a new gen Tundra yet. If you get a new generation Tundra with the 14-inch screen, is the screen distracting because it is quite large when it comes to the dash layout? No, it's not. This is on night setting. You could put it on day setting, night setting, or you could put it on where the truck decides for you depending on how it looks outside. I always keep mine on night setting because it has a darker background, which is the way to go for me, but everybody's different. I also wanted to show you what you guys have been asking about a little bit too, which is the ambient lighting. Here it is. This is what it looks like in this truck. Ambient lighting is available on 1794 Platinum and Capstone. That's my first update today, ladies and gentlemen, and we will do random updates like we always do along the way. There's nothing scientific about today. We're just driving the truck normally. We're not hyper-miling or anything like that. I just basically get behind the wheel. I look for a day where the weather isn't terrible and there's not a lot of wind. Today, there's practically no wind. Right now, it's 47 degrees, so it should be some smooth sailing. I look forward to seeing what the MPG number will be at the pump. Make sure before you see that, you go down in the comments below and let me know what you think the MPG number will be at the end of this. Don't forget, the other I-Force engine we did with the 2023 SR5 double cab came in, I think it was 20.9. You've seen the list already. But yeah, that's a pretty high number. So hopefully it could be somewhere up there, but we shall see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's a little update for you. We're just past 50 miles on this trip, so I figured we would check in with some of the trip information here and what my MPG looks like as per the truck's computer. It looks like we're at 19.9 right now. So as per the computer, we're having a nice little run here. It's crowded out here. It's the morning, but everything is moving nicely. As you can see, 60 mile per hour average speed, not bad. And if you look at some of my graphs here, I was up hanging out around 20 MPG the whole time there. So far so good. Trip duration 53 minutes. We still have a ton of fuel. Obviously I filled up right before we left. That's how you do the pump-to-pump calculation. But truck feels good. You know, things I always say about this truck that when I'm on the highway I really notice more than anything is how quiet the interior is and how comfortable everything is as far as, you know, the in-cab experience. The seats are very comfortable. There's a lot of things in here to keep you comfortable. And what I mean by that, heated, ventilated seats, front and rear. This is genuine leather because it's the high trim luxury stuff. There's a memory function for the driver's seat. Overall, everything in here is very comfortable, and the truck drives great. Engine is very responsive. There are two engine choices you could get in the new generation Toyota Tundra. They're both 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6s. Same engine, but one is hybrid. That gives you more horsepower. But I will say that this truck has the regular I-Force engine, and it does just fine. Way better than I thought it would. I think this truck is amazing. By the way, while we're here on my little MPG meter here, 20.1. So as per the truck, we've reached 20 MPG. Traffic is slowing down, of course, so if we get into a bunch of stop and go, that's going to ruin the number. I hope we could just keep speed. But overall, as you see on the screen, everything is looking good right now. 20.2 MPG. And we have an average of 60 miles per hour. I will keep you updated. Next update, figure to be around 110, 120 miles into the trip. And then after that, it will be the pump-to-pump number. Okay, we're about 115 miles into the trip. Before we go any further, a couple things to update. Here is the main screen. 63 miles per hour is our average now. We've had a good trip, no slowdown so far, and we only have about 45 or so miles to go, so hopefully smooth sailing. So 63 miles per hour is our average. Trip duration 149 right now. And I wanted to let you know the PSI. Every once in a while you guys will ask how the tire pressure is. Showing 35 at all tires except the front left, which is 34, so pretty even there. And as far as what the truck is saying, 20.4 MPG right now as per the truck. So smooth sailing, nice ride, no issues. Like I said, no wind, very calm day. We're at 38 degrees right now. We are heading up into the mountains a little bit here. But one thing people ask all the time that don't have a Tundra yet is about some of the driver assist features the truck has. And when you talk about Toyota Safety Sense, it's been available on the Tundra since 2018, and nowadays you get things like dynamic radar cruise control, which is your classic cruise control with kind of a little kick to it. Basically what it does is when you turn on cruise control, you can select the distance you want to remain between you and the vehicle in front of you, and if you get too close to the vehicle in front of you as per your distance selected, the truck will slow down automatically, and when the vehicle in front of you gets further away, it will speed back up to the max miles per hour you selected. So it's a little upgrade on your classic cruise control, so that's pretty cool there. There's lane departure alert, lane departure assist. I think it's called lane keep assist. So basically, if you start to drift out of the lane a little bit, the truck will correct itself and bring it back to center. If you drift out of the lane a lot, you will hear an audible tone. So there's a lot of different things that are offered when it comes to driver assist stuff with Toyota Safety Sense. There's also road sign scanning. So basically, when you're going down the road like we are right now, it's showing me that the speed limit is 65. It'll constantly scan for, the speed limit signs and everything to give you the most up-to-date speed limit on the road you're on. So that's another thing. There's auto high beams. So there's a lot of stuff offered along with your pedestrian detection and pre-collision system. Now, when you're in something like this, the 1794, there's even more features. You have a 360 camera, you have blind spot monitoring and parking sensors. I mean, the thing is covered in sensors. So, and that's a good thing too, because if you're in an area like me, I'm up in the Northeast, so everything is just, parking lots are tight up here. We're close enough to the city where a lot of places you would go, sometimes the parking isn't great for half-ton pickups. So once you get used to all the 360 cameras and the blind spot monitoring and the parking sensors and that kind of stuff, you'll really start to feel more comfortable and get confident in some of the parking spaces, as per how it was back in the day where it was all about feel, right? So it's better to not get that ding on your truck. So there is a lot of safety features. So far so good. 20.3 MPG as per what the truck is saying. 62 miles per hour is our average speed right now. I will update you at the gas station. That will be our next stop to see what our MPG will be. So I look forward to seeing if this truck could take the #1 spot from the 2023 SR5. We are finished. This is the results of the 2024 1794 TRD, the first pump-to-pump calculation test we've done. All right, so we traveled 168.7 miles, and it took 8.674 gallons of fuel to fill her back up for a grand total MPG number of 19.44. So that's not bad. That puts it up near the top. It did not beat the 2023 SR5 double cab, but we shall see as we move on down the road and as more miles get put on this engine, if it has a chance to beat it. But I'm not mad about 1944. I'm telling you, listen, if you've never driven a new generation Tundra, get behind the wheel of one. And I always tell people, some people will like it, some people won't, depending on what you want your truck to feel like. That's why it's so important to test drive. But I think many of you will just like the fact of how smooth and refined everything is about the ground up remodel they did for 2022. It just keeps getting better and better as they tighten everything up each model year, and hopefully as we move through the generation, even with a refresh coming eventually, you know, this truck will just continue to get better and better. But the drivability of the truck is amazing. The suspension is very compliant. Just everything about the driving experience. I know you guys hear me say that all the time, but I say it because it's unbelievably true. And the more I get behind the wheel, especially on highway trips when I'm behind the wheel for a long period of time, you know, it's amazing. And it really makes me happy and feel good about my purchase of this truck. Not to mention how comfortable these seats are for longer drives. So big fan of this truck. 19.4 on the MPG. I'm not mad about that. We'll see if we can get it up into the 20 range next time. Remember, this is the regular iForce. So we have a lot of iForce Maxes on our list there as far as the rankings for this road trip here that we do the pump-to-pump tests. But it's good to have another iForce on there. If you do pump-to-pump calculations, regardless of generation of Tundra, go down in the comments below and let me know what kind of numbers you get. It was almost a 170-mile trip, so that's basically a 3-hour ride out. Now I'm doing a 3-hour ride home. So I'll put some music on and have a good time, and I will talk to you guys later. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Don't forget to enter the contest. Get involved in the LASFIT contest. And if you're not a huge fan of entering contests, but you want some new floor liners or a new bed liner for your Tundra, go down in the description below and you will see my custom links plus my TundraDude34 promo code to the LASFIT website that will save you 15%. Have a great day and thank you for watching.